Hey guys, welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary, and I'm continuing on with the casts and the VODs from that free-for-all tournament because I've had a lot of fun casting these and a lot of people have been enjoying it, so why the hell not? We only did the pools in the round of 16, things like that. This is from the round of 8. So this is the semi-finals. There's obviously another semi-final that was also played, but we'll cast this one because I'm just picking one from every single part. So this is the semi-final. We have TiberianFuture, who is back with Super Duper Ultra Nova. Youngbird Swag is actually Nashington, aka Inspire Phoenix, but we're going to call him Nashington. And Death Sentence, aka Death Pants. So we've seen all of these guys in my cast on the free-for-all tournament before, except for, of course, Nash. I believe this is the first time he's made it in. But nonetheless, we're going to jump in. Round of 8 has different maps as well. As you can see, we're on Battle for Middle Egypt. You don't see it too often. I'm not sure how this is going to go down, so we're going to jump in because I don't know how long the series is going to be. Again, it's 3 matches, you score points, blah, 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 blah. If you've watched any other videos, you know how it goes. But if we jump up onto the left-hand side here, playing as a GDI faction, again, it's all random, is going to be TiberianFuture. So he's been dealt a GDI faction. He went for a power plant first now. Yes, he is going for a tower, so he's GDI Vanilla. There is, I believe, a spike. No, there's actually nothing there. Okay, so there's no spike there. Is there any other spikes? Is there anything to he just put the power plant down to get scouts out to the left and right, which is very smart. Okay, there's no spikes, okay? There is subway hubs and there is a mutant hovel, not too important. Death Sentence is on the bottom left-hand side, also as a GDI faction. He's doing pretty much what TiberianFuture is doing. He is Steel Talons. Now, this is great, I reckon, because as you can see, as you move to the middle of the map, just followed on the mini-map here, you can see all the tib fields are all baked close together, heavily defendable from the back because of the ridge there set by air, and a lot of buildings to shoot over. Titans are going to be great. Behemoths are going to be invaluable here as everyone is forced into the center. I guess that's why they call it Battle for Middle Egypt. You've got the subway hub, not terribly effective because these hubs just lead to areas of the map where, these Tiberian fields are probably going to be completely hollowed out. But anyway, continue on. We have Super Duper Ultra Mega Nova playing as Blackhand. Here we go. So subway available in minute 10. What is that? There's actually a thing down here. Wow, that must be because it's 1.02 plus and maybe it's OP or something like that. Was that always there? No, I believe it's just a 1.02 plus thing. Maybe you just can't get the subway hub that early because that could cause some problems. You can only put infantry in the subway hub and you can only fit 3 units in at a time, so you basically have to fill them and exit them and fill them and exit, and it's just a pain. Not going to be terribly effective. But yeah, I didn't even introduce Nashington up here. Here's Orange, and he's playing as GDI Vanilla. So we got 2 GDI Vanillas, we got Steel Talons, and we have Blackhand. So it's going to be an interesting fight. Blackhand's going to be loving it as well. The infantry are going to be great in here, like great. So many garrisons to clear. They're going to move from one building to the next. You're not going to have a great time. It's going to be interesting to see who takes what field because, as you can see, which field do you take? The 2 players on the left, do they fight over this field or do they split it 1-1? There's going to be a point where 2 players are sharing the one field. I reckon that is going to occur. I almost certain it's going to occur. I don't think these guys, because obviously they're not teaming up or anything like that, they're not going to know who's going to be taking what field when you roll in which Death Sentence is. Is he going to take this field or is he going to take this one first? And TiberianFuture is also here. Nashington has joined the party, and that means Whoa, where are you, Super Duper Nova? Okay, so Super Duper Nova's a little bit behind the times. He's gone for a tier 2 now. This could be for flame tanks. No, he's just pumping out harvesters. Okay, I would have thought maybe it's I mean, Supernova's a really aggressive player, but in these free-for-all tournaments, he's just been so passive, I think, and especially in the other one that we saw him in. Battle markers are raging. Rockets coming out here by TiberianFuture. Nothing else really happening. These battle markers are just scouts facing off. Again, all sides grabbing these structures, except for, even Supernova's got some over here, so great scouting. It completely locks down this whole area because the ridge extends, so you can't sneak by. You have to go around, you get spotted. So this is like 100% scouting on this entire area here. So very strategically placed structures and things like that. Nashington is taking the eastern field here. We'll have to see what Supernova's got planned. No doubt he's actually going for infantry. I would have thought maybe he'd put a shrine down, if anything. Hasn't actually upgraded any power plants. Still building harvesters. There's got to be a flame tank somewhere that I'm just not seeing. There's no point putting that down if you're not going to use it. I mean, it's just a waste of money. We'll have to see. TiberianFuture has actually gone Pitbulls. I don't agree with this. Pitbulls don't have the room to maneuver in the city area. The Predator tanks, the buildings, they're going to cause problems. We can see that there's units shooting at units here. This is going to get pretty hectic, actually. Battle markers raging over here. It is going to be, here we go, 2 flame teams going for Nashington's base. Does he see them? Nashington doesn't appear to be responding. He might be distracted by the fact that TiberianFuture is hitting him pretty hard right now. He does pull his harvesters back. I don't believe he lost any, but now he's got double flame tank in his main base, and he hasn't finished this area, which means abandoning this field isn't the best option. There's nothing coming out of the Warfetcher right now. Whatever was building only just started, and he's going to be able to destroy this, moving one of the flame tanks back to try to get around the refinery, which is so smart. That is so intelligent there. He's got a one. Both of them are going to get away. That's crazy. That is crazy. TiberianFuture still trying to push his way in. He's going to take the northern field. Death Sentence free to take the west field here, and that means the southern field is not taken, but it looks like Supernova's trying to crush his way in there. Doesn't have a lot of building placement in this area. You've got to clear it out. 2 of his flame tanks are still alive. That one is down. Did the other one escape? I believe it may. No, I can't see it on the radar. We're going to have to assume that he is. No, he's actually over here, so he's not KIA. He is still alive. Orca's coming in. Looks like Death Sentence has multiple Orcas. It's more than 4, which means he's got multiple airfields. But unfortunately, there's a lot of rocket squads here. Didn't get the harvester kill. Didn't get the harvester kill. Going to go back to base. There is a raider buggy. He could shoot or destroy the heavily damaged one, but no, they expend some ammunition, which is important. Do they have enough ammunition to get a harvester? I don't think so now. No Death Sentence. He could have used it with the last rocket. Does he have one more? He's got one more. He gets a harvester kill at least, but he went double Orca to kill just a single. We actually got an Orca strike on that harvester as well. 2 heavily damaged ones. He's actually pulling that back to base as well for repairs. Meanwhile, TiberianFuture is pulled off the line. Death Sentence is actually hitting 2 players at the same time. I felt it would have been better to hit 1 player with both the Orca and Pitbull combo, but I think Death Sentence not Death Sentence, sorry, Nashington's fine with this. He's actually attacking TiberianFuture. Oh, there's Titans. Oh my god, there's Titans crushing all of his tanks, and here come more Orcas. TiberianFuture all of a sudden just found himself, he's getting hit with the wrath of almost all players now. Wow, it was going actually pretty good for him, but now Nashington's got a lot of tanks in front of his base. Death Sentence crushed all his tanks, and he hit him with his Pitbulls, and the Orcas are now coming across. He is in so much trouble. He might have to evacuate. He's going to have to abandon the middle of the map, and this is so bad for him as well. This is so bad because he kind of can't abandon it, because this is where the Tiberium is. There's no other Tiberium on the map. He's actually evacuating. He's reverse moving out of here. He still has a formidable armor force here. Not terribly large, but enough to defend himself. But this is pretty crazy. I'm not sure why that subway is available, counting down again. What is the deal with that? I don't even know. Oh, he's actually going to score a harvest heal. Nice work here. Supernova realizing now he has a pretty big advantage. What's happening up there? Nothing much. He's got a pretty big advantage of the fact that he has flame, and now he's got rockets in these buildings. He needs to move his rockets forward further. He's taken these buildings down. Does Death Sentence have APM? Wow, he's got so many Orcas. He's upgrading. It's not going to be finished for a little while yet. Supernova has at least another 20-25 seconds. But no, he's actually distracted. Pitbulls were trying to come in, but that was not going to happen. He needs a second refinery. These harvesters are juicy, by the way. It's only going to take a few rounds to knock those guys down. Death Sentence continuing to put the pain. He actually takes out the MCV. Oh my god, has he got hard points? He does have hard points. Oh man, TiberianFuture just lost his MCV, so Death Sentence securing his left or his northern flank here. TiberianFuture is in tatters. He has a war factory. He can rebuild that. He has an armored force. For Death Sentence, it's not probably worth expending more forces trying to kill TiberianFuture. He's in such a bad shape that he should concentrate on perhaps moving his efforts elsewhere. Stephen Donald Nashington did re-expand with an outpost. So this game here, pretty intense shadow tanks coming out now. Notably, no one's got tech. That's super interesting because, you know, artillery would be fantastic in here with tier 3 base defenses, but everyone is just being so aggressive. Flame tank in the back of Death Sentence's base. We saw that before. He has got it repaired. He is going to get this war factory. I believe it's not possible to save this. He is doing it. He's making a good effort of it. Will he get it? Oh, he just managed to snare it. Nice work there. Supernova will be enjoying that. Orcas did strike. Dead harvesters in the field, not a lot. They are going back to base. They do have hard points. Tier 3 is down from Death Sentence. He's got triple ref in here with the harvesters to back it up, but he's under fire. He's getting fired at from these structures over here. That's not good. Battle marker over here. Bike buggy coming in. Supernova. These guys are so unorthodox right now. They're just not concentrating their attacks on any one specific player. Supernova is killing both Death Sentence and Nash. And Death Sentence and Nash are both killing TiberianFuture. It's just unreal. They're just... I mean, it is free for all, but you still got to have some, you know, some knowledge. It's like, hey, who should I hit? Who should I kill? No, we'll just kill the guy that's most undefended. Death Sentence now taking his swing again at Supernova. And, oh man, there's so much... Oh, there's actually a turret coming in here. Awkward placement, but it's actually going to force him to expend ammunition here. He is going to go for the tier 3. We do have a redeem rate. He actually sells off his tier 3. Did he even get the beam upgrade? Not even sure. Or, sorry, the charge particle beam. Doesn't look like it. No, he didn't get it. There's now sonic weapons here as well. Nash is making a push through the middle. What do we have happening over here? We have Behemoth's coming out. Supernova is getting sandwiched now. He's getting sandwiched hard. Nashington will retreat. He will fall back for now. There is a Redeemer here, and that's the one thing that he's got that is really powerful right now. Supernova is moving his MCV as well. I'm not sure where he plans on going. I think he's just bringing it forward further so his Redeemer can have support of base defenses and such. He is losing all of his main. There's Hammerheads. He's got no power, which is a problem. Battle Markers raging over here. TiberianFuture coming to get some payback. He will find these Orcas, but the Orcas actually fight him. Not what he was expecting. Uses a few volleys killing infantry, which is not great. It's a few rocket squads here, which has helped push them back, and almost, I don't think he lost any Orcas there, and he's pretty much devastated the forces there that he had. Rage Gen goes off. It does do a lot of damage. Nashington has pulled his MCV back, notably, and actually losing another Harvester there. That's not too good. The Redeemer has a flame, and it's got a repair pad. Nashington also going for Orcas, realizing that with these Tiberian fields, Orcas are invaluable. They can dart over the top, kill Harvesters, get out of there. I believe his MCV is falling back. It is back now, so there we go. So he's got an armored force, he's got some Shadow tanks, he's got Orcas, which are his main ability to kill the Redeemer, but Death Sentence now is coming over here. Supernova is getting hollowed out. He's almost got nothing left right now. Oh my god, I'm not sure how he's going to be able to recover. I believe his MCV is still alive. He's still alive, so he's actually going to fall back from this area. He's been pushed out, can't do much about those Behemoths. Orcas coming in now. Not too good. Sells off the remaining structures. What's happening over there? Battle Marker. Oh, where are they shooting at? Oh, actually shooting at the infantry in the buildings here. We have Hammerheads coming over. There's actually no AA anymore for Supernova. Oh my god, poor Supernova. His Redeemer now, there's nothing he can do to actually save it. It can't run. I mean, hard-pointed Orcas are now just pounding it, just pouring the rockets into it now, and the Hammerheads should be able to finish it off. He does kill it, so it does go down. Hammerheads are still here. Supernova now just has an MCV. Oh, it didn't run very far either. If Death Sentence spotted that, I believe it might have just been outside his vision. Oh, insurance policy coming in, but Nashington spots it. Is he going to go for it? He knows. He sees the insurance policy, and he's like, hey, he even splits off some of the Orcas, and he's like, yep, cool. Supernova, unfortunately, is going to be bowing out of this one first. The Behemoth is here as well. Oh, it's only one. I guess he's just sending out a... This is the new meta. It's Behemoth harassment here, as Death Sentence is showing us. Got a beacon coming down there. Nashington trying to push him out of the game. TiberianFuture is fine with this, by the way, because he was allowed to recover now. Of course, he doesn't have access to Tiberian, which is a problem, which means he kind of does need to make a move. He should have made a move to at least grab Tiberium over here while Nashington was preoccupied, or even Death Sentence doesn't have a lot. He's got a couple of Behemoths, but yeah, it's going to come down to Nashington. Oh, actually, Death Sentence does have his Marv out, but it's a Steel Talons Marv. It's going to come down to Nashington and Death Sentence here. Battle Marker's up there. Not sure what it is. TiberianFuture did lose whatever that was. It might have been an outpost, actually, because we have a Rifleman squad there. Now look at this. These guys and their insurance policies. Is Supernova out of it? I believe he's out of it. Yeah, he has. He's been defeated, so Supernova will go down with 0 points. Not a great start for him. The series isn't over for him, of course, but it's not a good start. A lot of these buildings actually has railguns for those Titans, which he's identified now as being actually quite good. Better than Mammoth tanks in this area, of course. Anyway, those Hammerheads are flying around now. The question is that TiberianFuture has got... He's got a force. He's got a force that he can do some damage with. What's he going to do with it? Is he just going to sit back and wait for these guys to kill themselves? Trying to harvest that field, actually taking a lot of damage there. Battle Marker's raging up here. No, it's nothing serious. TiberianFuture Scouts going off. He's going to continue to harvest that. He doesn't have any AA at the moment, which means that Marv is going to continue to take damage. Even with 3 engineers, it's not the best situation. But he is coming over the top with Orcas now. We'll try to split them up, but Nashington taking... Oh, he's taking unnatural losses here. Not good. All the harvest is just being completely destroyed, but he's going to lose his Marv. So the Marv does go down. Didn't achieve much at all, but I think these Orcas, what are they going to go for? They spot... No, Hammerheads will spot that insurance policy. That will be shut down. I believe Nashington has a second one, so my mistake. Maybe it's not going to be Nashington and Death Sentence, because he just had his whole economy wasted. MCV is down. Does he have a War Factory? He does. He's only got 1 harvester here. I'm not sure if he has any more. He's got 2 up here. There's almost no Tiberium. He would have an insurance policy down in the bottom right hand side. Actually, he could just use it to expand down here to Supernova's field. That would be even better. And it looks like TiberianFuture is going to make a move. If he was going to make a move against anyone, it would be against Death Sentence, but I don't think he realizes... Oh, look, 3 armies coming together here. This is intense. 3 ground armies, but it looks like TiberianFuture is going to back off. A few units go down there from Nashington. Railguns is going to be hard to crack. Adaptive armor is done as well. The Predator tanks just deciding to fall back here. They could overwhelm them. There's only 2 times. 2 Behemoths rolling up as well. Battle Marker's also raging over here. Pitbull v Pitbull. Looks like he will be falling back. Meanwhile, we have Engineers getting completely sniped down here, unfortunately. These Hammerheads do belong to Stephen Donald Nashington. No AA here. No AA response at all from death sentence, which is somewhat unusual, and he will actually find the MCV of TiberianFuture, and that will be leveled straight away. We have battle markers up here as well. He still has those hammerheads. I believe those hammerheads belong to death sentence. They do, but he has somewhat forgotten about them momentarily. They will turn around and fight the pitbulls because they are in range, but I'm not sure if it's such a good idea to lose them against... oh, he is actually losing quite a few now, so that's not good. They will be going down. Battle markers raging on the right hand side. I'm not even sure what that is. There's actually nothing here for the battle marker to be going off about. But still, oh, look at this. TiberianFuture has a V35 with these guys and their surveyors, their outposts. This is what it comes down to when you play a free-for-all like this. It's just about surviving. Even if you're dead and you're just like, oh, I should just quit the game because I'm dead. If you can live longer than someone else, you get more points. So there's a benefit to just staying in the game. Now, he's going to want to deploy that pretty quickly because he is running out of structures now. He doesn't have an MCV, and Death Sentence is just pouring over here. He did level a Behemoth, which will slow Death Sentence's ability down to destroy these buildings, but hard-pointed Orcas, oh man, he's actually going to be able to destroy this pretty quickly. Oh my god, he's going to have to deploy. He's going to have to deploy right now. He's actually going to run out of structures. Oh my god, he's got 3 structures left. It's going to take a little while for that to deploy. Oh my god, TiberianFuture. Oh, that's not going to deploy in time. He's only got 2 structures left, I think. Oh man, he sold. Why would he sell that? He must have another structure somewhere. Oh my god, does that count as a structure? I was under the impression that actually had to complete its deployment before it counts as a structure, but apparently it doesn't, not unless he's got another insurance policy somewhere, but I doubt it. Look at this, up to 3 airfields now with these Orcas unmatched in the sky, and Nashington just getting destroyed. Now Death Sentence just wandering with a few forces, and Nashington's MCV is somewhat trapped. If the Orcas rock up, he is history. Firehawks, wow, Death Sentence Air Force is out of control. This game is over. It's just going to come down to who gets the points. Nashington would have... He's actually got a few forces just chilling in the back here. I'm not sure what they were trying to do. Maybe he's trying to kill TiberianFuture to get an extra point. That would be... that's actually intelligent. Trying to push TiberianFuture out. I'm not sure if he realizes TiberianFuture's main base is gone. But nonetheless, Death Sentence has secured this game. It's just going to come down to who actually dies first out of TiberianFuture and Nashington. Both of them want the extra point. It's so important in the first game to have a good start. Again, like I said, it's not the end of the series. Supernova will, of course, be looking for some serious points in the next game. He should just destroy these structures. Again, these Firehawks, Death Sentence appears to have so much unit combinations that he's having a little bit of problems just controlling these guys here. But he should identify sooner or later. Look at this, Nashington also just setting up a force over here. That is his hammerhead, so that's fine. A lot of Tiberium down there. These guys might want to make a move to, of course, Death Sentence. No shortage of Tiberium here. He's happily harvesting away. His economy has been virtually unharassed all game, and that has allowed him to win. Now, of course, he's been super aggressive as well, so it just goes to show, you know, in a free-for-all, if you can deal damage without taking it, you're gonna be having a good time. But yeah, nonetheless, he should identify there is a structure there. Behemoths will target that down. Nashington now down to just a handful of structures. Firehawks will locate this one here. The best part about these Firehawks, are they fully upgraded? They are fully upgraded, so they can stratify it anywhere on the map. Is TiberianFuture still alive? That's the question. No, he has lost that. Has he actually been defeated? He has actually been defeated, so I must have missed it. He has been defeated, so Nashington might as well just exit the game. I just have to... We probably have to assume that he was discovered by Death Sentence's Air Force there, or maybe that hammerhead from Nashington. Yeah, that hammerhead, because he's sending an engineer. Nash must have destroyed it. Nash must have destroyed it, but look at this now. He's got Firehawks, hammerheads, and Orcas all coming around, so there you go. Nashington realizes now that there's no point remaining in the game, so he will be leaving this game, which means Nash... we'll start with the top. So Death Sentence will secure 3 points. Great start to the series for Death Sentence. Stephen Donald Nashington will secure 2. TiberianFuture will secure 1. Unfortunately for Super Dupernova, he won't get any points, but he really needs to bring it back. So that was actually an interesting fight. That was quite nice. Super aggressive, of course. When you push all the players into the center of the map like that, you got to expect fireworks. But hope you all enjoyed Game 1. We're just going to jump straight into Game 2. There's not too much point digressing or ripping that apart. Death Sentence economy through the roof there, but stay tuned. Game number 2 is coming up right now. Hey guys, welcome back to Game number 2 of this semi-final. B, or is it A? No, I'm pretty sure it's B. But anyway, you're looking at the map, and I know it's Red Zone Rampage. I don't know why they put it in the map pool. They seem to do this, especially in 2v2 tournaments. It's just a death pit, this level here. It is an absolute death pit, the bane of Kane's wrath, and I don't like it at all. It's probably the one map that I really dislike, but Of course, they had to play in it, so we're going to cast on it. Supernova, Death Sentence, TiberianFuture, and Nashington are back. Let's jump straight in. We have on the top right-hand side here, Stephen Donald Nashington. He's been dealt a Nod faction. I'm not going to explain the map. You guys really should know Red Zone Rampage because everyone's played on it like 500 million times. On the bottom side, we have Death Pants, aka Death Sentence. He's dealt Vanilla Nod. He will draft straight away. TiberianFuture, another Nod faction here. So he is going to be Vanilla Nod as well, which hopefully we have GDI out here from Super Ultra Mega Nova. He's GDI Vanilla. That's great. If he was Zocom, I'd definitely be scared for him without having any artillery on this level. He would be in super duper trouble. Oh my god, no I didn't just do that. Oh man, Nashington now, what Nod faction were you, buddy? We didn't actually check. Vanilla Nod, so 3 Nods and a GDI in this series here. Haven't yet seen any screen come out, but it is random, so we're going to keep our eye on this one the best we can. I have a feeling there's going to be multiple engagements raging on such a small map like this with Blue Tiberium. Death Sentence forced to power down his refinery so he can kill that scout. Doesn't actually finish it off, but unfortunately, he actually turned around there. He could have, he might have almost lost those ones there, TiberianFuture. So battle marker's raging up here as well. Looks like he's going to shoot those guys down. Supernova just securing his borders here. Make sure he's not going to get rushed. Foxholes there, obviously very nice at the start of the game. Actually does force Shredder Turret out of TiberianFuture. Are you going to be... Oh, look at this. Double War Factory. Double War Factory. That's why the scout is there. And a Reckoner... Oh, man, Death Sentence is going to get hard counted. Oh, man, bikes. Is he going to be building bikes? He needs to be building something. This is harvesters. Oh, he's building a harvester. Oh my god, he could be in actually a lot of trouble. Death Sentence is on the way. He's actually going for him. Bikes are now coming out as well. He needs something to stop this. Scorpion tanks are here. Scorpion tanks are here. Does he spot it? I'm not. He must kind of sense that it's there. He is actually going to come in and fire at it, but Scorpion tanks don't do that much damage. And there's a second Scorpion tank here. He might have to deploy. Yeah, he actually lost a lot of health. He's going to lose a lot of health, so not as bad as what he first expected. He will lose a War Factory, I believe. Not unless he can focus this down. Some of these tanks not in range. I think he could have done a better job of trying to save this one here. Oh, it's going to be tight. Some of these tanks not shooting. He does get it, but the crush is not going to be good enough. Oh, there was a few moments there where he wasn't shooting at it a few times, so I think TiberianFuture really could have had a better shot at that. Militant Squad will try to finish this off if the Black Hand doesn't realize they're being shot at first. Bike Buggy over here forcing Preds out. Double War Factory as well. We have Shatterer tanks with AP ammo upgrade from Super Ultra Mega Nova. Meanwhile, TiberianFuture, are you pushing? You are pushing, but I think Death Sentence is probably going to be able to hold this. Is he going for a second War Factory? You'd hope it'd be a second War Factory. You might actually need that. Whoa, side by side, talk about it. But the problem is, this happens, he's just going to pop them as soon as they come out, and then this tank back here can't actually shoot at them. Now, he does have stealth harvesters, so he actually can't shoot them until they dock, which is what he's going to do. But now he's got 2 at a time. Okay, so yeah, Death Sentence should be fine here. TiberianFuture might just have to ease off the throttle. He's got more reinforcements. Bikes are coming to help detect the harvesters. He's actually going to try to kill a harvester. He is actually going to succeed in destroying one. Supernova and Nashington taking a swing at each other, but I don't think it's too serious, so we're going to keep an eye on this one here. TiberianFuture, a few more tanks going down. Death Sentence now building up his forces. That harvester will probably... Oh, actually, no. He gets it. He gets another kill, so Death Sentence is down to just 2 harvesters, and now TiberianFuture backs off. He backs off now. If you bite Buggy in here, not doing really anything. Oh, look at this. Ultra Nova is pushing forward with his MCV. Does he have tech? He needs tech. His tech is down, but it's going to take 20 seconds for an Obelisk to come down, and there's actually 5 Shatterer tanks here. Oh, man, they could just completely destroy what he has. And he uses the redemption ability. This could be massive. This could be massive. He's going to get 2 shots on his infantry units here. But the problem is, and we're going to have a Mind Strike. That was for a Mind Strike, calls it straight in, almost done. Oh, he actually could have done a better job than that, I reckon, but unfortunately not going to be happening. But the EMPs are real now. He's got to watch out. The Obelisk is down. Can he hold on to this base head or beachhead? But yeah, the EMP is real here. Oh my god, he's losing so many forces. Those Shadow Tanks just unable to fire. He just can't get the shots he needs, and Supernova is being worked down right now. The EMP units are actually firing their EMPs well before they're getting killed. Tower's not able to destroy them fast enough. Supernova's going to evac. He's actually going to throw it in here. He's actually going to evac. This is terrible for him. Oh my god, he could have almost cracked Nashington then. If it wasn't for the EMPs, he would have decimated everything. 1 Obelisk at a time would have just been decimated, and he could have pushed through, but unfortunately he's forced back. He's only got 1 refinery. Oh no. TiberianFuture, meanwhile, trying to recover from that push, which he's actually doing a very good job of. He's actually got an expansion down. Death Sentence also has expansion down. So these guys pretty much even on the bottom, but Supernova, he's still got a nice force. He's not actually bugging, by the way. They're actually queuing up, so there's no issues there. He's got a nice force, but the problem is that Nashington doesn't have a ref down at an expansion. Now you can long distance mine, he's just placed one down now, but if you think about it, he's not, Supernova's not in that bad a situation because Nashington has no money right now, which means he's not going to be able to build a chem plant or a redeemer or anything like that. So Supernova's just going to be like, alright, cool, we'll just long distance mine till I can get another one. He's actually taking fire from these avatars, so he's going to force a response out here. He's got 2 Shatterer tanks left, and a majority of his forces are Predator tanks, so this is interesting. The bottom players are not even attempting to go remotely close to the top players. Same there as well. So they're fully engaged. This time they're fully engaged with just the opponent they're facing. Oh, look at that. Supernova forced to place that down because of his build radius. Obviously he doesn't want to expand here because Nash could just push him at any point in time. Avatar's coming out. Chem plant is here, which means he's just going to probably click those refs. He could probably get both of them. Are these harvesters harvesting? They are harvesting. I'm not sure what they were doing for a moment there. He does move the MCV back further. He's going to go for another refinery. Supernova needs to buy some time here, but Nashington, of course, is just building up a force while this is happening. Hasn't got a second ref down yet, so TiberianFuture looking pretty big as well. Death Sentence also building up. Wow, all the players now have actually survived the early to mid-game areas. We're starting to shift into the later game now where the tier 3s are coming out. Of course, Nash has had his for a while. Actually sells off the chem plant. Did he click? He did click. There you go. Both refs are down. Supernova in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have a ref at the moment, and he's trying to build one, desperately trying to build one here. He really isn't having a good day right now. He needs to get points. If he gets no points in this game, then he is out of this series. See you later. It would be impossible for him to gain a second spot, which he needs. So to be honest, he kind of needs to come at least second, I reckon, at the moment. If he comes third, 1 point probably won't be enough. I mean, if he comes third and then wins the next one, maybe. It depends how the other guys finish up, but it's so hard to tell how this is going to finish here. Spectre Artillery, Redeemer is coming down. TiberianFuture split himself between these fields, 1 ref on each, so he's going to be fine with that now. Obelisk are coming down, very defensively placed Obelisk back quite far. The problem with this is, of course, is that the Spectre Artillery can now siege from long range. We got Fanatics, actually. I think they were to deal with the Scorpion tank army here. But what's happening over here? Battle markers, it's nothing serious. Nation and Supernova keeping themselves. Death Sentence is going to try to flank over here. Fanatics are taking out a few tanks. Obelisk coming down though, and it looks like TiberianFuture's got his own here as well. He's got 3 Spectre Artillery. They're going to want to have to work on the enemy MCV. If he can destroy the enemy MCV, he'll be fine. Death Sentence is pushed back. Rocket and Scorpion combination was a little bit too much for him. Takes out 1 more tank, but yeah, he needs to get the Spectre Artillery firing on. He's actually losing harvesters. He's actually firing the Spectre Artillery at the Obelisk there. He does secure the kill. He's got 4 Spectres here now, and his Redeemer is coming out. I think he's purposely targeting the economy here of TiberianFuture, but with so much Spectre Artillery coming down, he's losing those Obelisks quite fast. Does he have a second MCV? He does have 2 MCVs. A few Shredder turrets there just in case. Laser capacitors is done. Oh, he's getting torn a little bit here. So TiberianFuture might, yeah, he should have pulled back there. He lost a ton of tanks in that choke. He had infantry support, so it wasn't necessary to go in there. Spectres are now ranging that. They're now ranging the MCV. The MCV has a fence on it, so it will take a long time to destroy that. Is this Obelisk in range? It's not in range of the Spectres. Oh my god, they're going to continue to fire. Rage Gen will go off. No, he does get one. They are actually in range, so he needs to destroy this before he loses one more. Oh, but he blocks it. He loses a second Spectre Artillery. That's pretty devastating. It forces the pack up here. He's going to have to move back further. Did he get the MCV? No, it's only got half health. That's not good for TiberianFuture here. He needs to get these Spectre Artillery back to work. They're not actually firing at anything right now. His Redeemer is in trouble. Death Sentence doesn't have anything garrison in his Redeemer, which is noteworthy. Here comes the Spectre rounds, and he needs to move his Redeemer base. And if he sits here, the Spectre rounds are going to just stack on top, and he's losing a lot more health, a lot faster. He is forced back now. Spectre Artillery also coming out by Death Sentence. Will he? Oh, he's actually getting counter-spected right now, so that's not good at all. The Redeemer is going to move itself away. Is it going to go down? It's going to get outside of range. Oh, it's just outside of range there, so he will survive. He will survive. What's happening over here? Stealth tanks. Really, Nashington's actually attempting stealth tank harassment on this level. Rage Gen will go off. Supernova. Oh my god, the Shadows were lining up his own units. That was not good. He might actually need EMP grenades to withstand this. We've got battle markers over here, battle markers over here. Looks like he was trying to take the EMP spike. Not going to happen. Mine drop comes in. Something got blown out of the sky. They're not sure what it was. Venoms and Hammerheads are here. Supernova desperately trying to stop Nashington from pushing forward. Nashington doesn't have a lot of support for his army though, so I think Supernova should be okay. So he's actually going to fall back. We can see Grenadier squads, which means he's probably worked on EMP grenades. These Venoms are shooting these guys out of the sky, but the Venoms do stack there. They do stack, still unable to kill any of them, but he is losing all of his hammerheads. That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, this fight does continue. Those Spectres are very far forward. TiberianFuture has a second refinery. He's being counter-spected here. He does get the volley off. Oh, Death Sentence loses his Spectre artillery. He gets one more shot off though. Oh, he gets a what do you call it, revenge kill there. One of the Spectre artillery from TiberianFuture getting destroyed there. Meanwhile, Avatar's, oh man, Supernova, he is in so much trouble. He's got literally nothing to stop this right now. He's got no Marv or anything on the way. We have a super weapon here from Nash. Is it real? It does appear to be real. It is real. So Supernova, unfortunately, looks like he's going to be bowing out. He actually gets a kill on that stealth tank with the Orca Strike there. So he's actually got a stealth Redeemer to fight with. Death Sentence is starting to push through this area. Avatars are here with the Redeemer. Again, Death Sentence Redeemer is here as well. And he actually put a refinery down. Not sure why. I guess he wanted the build radius, and I guess he expected to just crack TiberianFuture. But he's actually going to lose this refinery. That's an expensive structure. He hasn't really benefited a lot from that. And the Redeemer is actually taking splash damage as well. He's actually going to go in. Will they fire? They don't fire. The Redeemer goes down. Mind Strike kills it off. Death Sentence now is flanking over here, and Supernova is also being attacked. So TiberianFuture being pushed into a corner. That Spectre round, that Spectre volley completely misses. He's lost his Redeemer. Now his MCB is under attack. Death Sentence is in such a powerful position once again. I would have thought TiberianFuture had the tools to crack that, but unfortunately not able to. Will fence his last War Factory there. We got a was that a vein detonation? It felt like a vein detonation, but I don't see one. Supernova's still alive. What's happening over here? Death Sentence actually getting flanked. 5 avatars. He's going to have to respond to that. He can't just let that be. And again, TiberianFuture doesn't know this is occurring right now. Oh, Spectre! Oh, damn, Spectre's right there. He's actually killed all those Spectres. There's 1 Spectre remaining. He was trying to counter Spectre, but 3 Spectres will remain on the side of TiberianFuture. He does have all this blue Tiberium, which is regrown, which means he does have plenty of money here. You can see now starting to refine this Tiberium. This is going to be quite good. Death Sentence is going to have to be forced to respond to this, which is what he doesn't want to do, because TiberianFuture is going to survive. Supernova, oh my god. Supernova has been defeated. Oh man, that's not good at all. Supernova is down, so Supernova unfortunately will not be able to progress in this series, which is unfortunate. He just doesn't seem to be as powerful in these free-for-all situations that he is in a 2v2 event where he's just so aggressive and so powerful. Always has a massive army, and unfortunately he will go into game 3, but of course it doesn't matter what position he finishes. He cannot finish in 2nd position here. It's no longer possible. TiberianFuture, of course, does hold just a single point, so he'll be wanting to outlive Death Sentence. Oh, he actually gets the Redeemer. Nice Spectre shots there, so these guys still continue to fight. The Avatars are here. They're almost in range. They do pick off a Spectre. Spectre rounds do land on these guys. He picks off a 2nd Spectre. That's important. Spectres aren't a terribly expensive artillery. I mean, $1,600, which is, you know, a little bit pricey, but it's nowhere near as expensive as some of the other. Oh, look at these guys here. I was going to say these Spectres almost moving in range there. The other Spectres, they will continue to destroy this War Factory. 1 more volley should do it, and that War Factory will be down. Avatars will finish that one off. We have the, what do you call it, Obelisk of Light coming down. We have a Vapor Bomb. No, it's a Mind Strike. Doesn't hit anything. That Spectre might just slice it, which it will do. TiberianFuture falling back further into his base. More Spectre artillery getting destroyed there. Meanwhile, Nashington has fallen back just a little bit. Death Sentence finds himself hopelessly short of forces here. He's really hugging this south side of the map now, and he's still attempting to push into TiberianFuture's base, but with 3 Spectre artillery there just to help push these guys back. We have a few Venoms flying around here. Nash is actually over here, actually pushing TiberianFuture as well. Not necessary. Puts the Stealth Tower down. Unfortunately, the Stealth Tower was in Spectre range, which that wasn't the cleverest place to put that, but he will be trying to counter Spectre now. Volley comes in here. It does. I think he might be force firing. No, he will take out that Stealth Tower, unfortunately. Venoms are here by Nashington, revealing the stealth, and they will fly through this area now. But yeah, this is not looking good. Death Sentence falls back, realizing that maybe he's in a little bit of trouble. I think, yeah, here we go. Finally, we have Spectre artillery coming out of Stephen, Donald, Nashington. Everyone's getting on the Spectre train right now. He's going to try to flank with a few Scorpion tanks. They do have laser capacitors. They can do a lot of damage, but the Spectres are currently stealthed, which means he's not going to be able to destroy them, not unless they decide to take a swing at them. Or they actually unstealth, and they are going to try to take a swing at them. Not necessary. Meanwhile, we have a Vapor Bomb coming in, so we actually blew up some of his own Venoms there. But TiberianFuture, unfortunately, looks like he is heading for another 3rd place finish, and that's not good. It's going to leave him with just a single point out of this game. It'll put him on a total of 2 points, but it just pushes that 2nd position further away. It doesn't get him closer. It doesn't break even. He's going to push 2nd position further away if he bows out of this game. Nashington doesn't actually have Wow, he doesn't have a lot of base, does he? He must have sold up a lot of his base. There's actually no Tiberium left. That could be an issue. He has expanded over here. He did get blue Tiberium. He's got a few avatars rolling around. TiberianFuture is pretty much history at this point. Is he attacking? He's got a few avatars, and he's just trying to do damage, but he's actually going to lose his last structure here. The MCV will survive for the time being, but Nashington will push him out of this game. And then that's going to leave just TiberianFuture. Sorry, not TiberianFuture. He's the one going out of the game. That's going to leave just Death Sentence, and Stephen Donald Nashington will move. Yes, is that stealth? No, it doesn't appear to be stealth. Not yet. He can obviously see it. But he does have a Rax here, and these last units will be destroyed. And once that goes down, he's going to lose these avatars anyway. TiberianFuture has been defeated. Now the Husks will remain here as neutral Husks, which means Death Sentence just got awarded 2 Husk. But I don't think it's going to matter. We have a Redeemer coming down here as well. Nashington doesn't have much of a base left. There's basically no Tiberium left on the map. But he's got the forces now to just cripple Death Sentence. Even if he gets his Redeemer over here, the damage he is taking cannot be replaced very quickly at all. And with no Tiberium, he can't really be expected to replace this. He's forcing the cell. Tier 3 is down. He's trashing his last refinery. He has another MCV, but yeah, he's actually got avatars coming in from both sides. Rage Gen comes off. Death Sentence trying to fight it out. It's not going to matter. I mean, even if he could survive this, what could he hope to achieve? He's got to try to kill Nashington somehow. An EMP blast comes off in the middle of all that. Did not even see that. And now he's got all these structures EMP'd. And he's got avatars from all angles. Laser buggies, laser venoms. Death Sentence is history here. Selling up right now. Not even going to fight to the Redeemer's death. There is no point. So, wow. Stephen Donald Nashington will take 3 points there. Death Sentence will take 2 points, and TiberianFuture will take a single point. So this is how it ends up at the moment. TiberianFuture is on 2 points, and Death Sentence and Nashington are on 5 points, which means TiberianFuture must win the next game, and either Death or Nash, one of them has to come last. Okay, one of them has to come last, and he can force a draw. Okay, but poor old Supernova cannot qualify. He's got no points. He would need 5 points to even draw, so that's not going to happen in one game. So that's unfortunate for Supernova. So it's crazy all-in time for Supernova. Just mess with everybody. He obviously knows the score. Maybe he's going to try to mess someone else up that he doesn't like or has been picking on him in this series. But nonetheless, we'll jump into Game 3, see how it goes. Okay guys, welcome back to game number 3, or the final game in the series. Like I mentioned just previously, TiberianFuture has to win this game, and either Nash or Death must come last in order for him to force a draw. Otherwise, it's going to be Nash and Death Sentence going through. Poor Supernova cannot qualify. We're going to jump in because you know the drill. We're on Crater of Carnage again. The round of 8 was an interesting map here. You got Red Zone, which is a dead map. You got Battle for Middle Egypt, which is really like no one knows what to do on that level, but. And you got Crater of Carnage, which Crater of Carnage is probably the best of these maps for a free-for-all. If you don't know the map, you've got Tiberian Field in the middle, big one. It's got a lot of entryways to Tiberian Fields either side of it. So there you go. You got expansions. So you got multiple expansions, and then of course you've got spikes in between these city areas. It's a red zone map, so a lot of darkness and stuff like that. But we have Stephen Donald Nashington on the left-hand side here of Crater of Carnage. There's a big wall here as well, as you can see, so the whole the map is encased in the wall. You see them in the campaign that the city wall stops the Tiberium from getting into the blue zone, stuff like that. That's a bit of lore for you. But he is Reaper 17. If we jump over here, we have another spike, of course. He's got some buzzers there. He does have an assimilator, so he will grab that. Death Pants, aka Death Sentence, will be Steel Talons. Didn't go for a spike. Didn't even go for scats. No one's gone for this spike. Actually, look at this super duper ultra mega nova. He's just going to go kill Death Sentence. Oh my god, he's actually going to just I mean, he's not all in, but he's built a lot. He's built a lot. Death Sentence will scout this, but it doesn't necessarily tell him a lot. I mean, he's probably expecting a War Factory to be down, but he can't tell that he's Traveler. There's nothing to tell him that he's Traveler until the War Factory comes down. TiberianFuture will be Steel Talons. He didn't take a spike. Yes, he took this spike, sorry. So that'll be fine. Meanwhile, he's not going to see this. Death Sentence has been completely jumped. Oh my god, Death Sentence has been jumped. He sells everything. He sells everything. He's got no towers queued, and he's going to lose everything. Oh my god, terrible. This is terrible for him. He's actually going to start targeting the MCV. There's almost nothing he can do. The Harvester, he's got no machine gun. He's going to have to go for a crush. He puts down a refinery. He will kill those squads off there. Didn't actually finish them off, but the MCV, oh my god, Death Sentence is going to come last. Oh, the first part of TiberianFuture's Miracle Comeback Plan is coming into action. I'm not sure if Supernova is aware of this or what's going on, but he will drop the MCV, which means Death Sentence is dead. he has just 2 units left, or 2 structures left, and no combat units. He's going to go for the crush. Now, he shouldn't really, Supernova should try to move out the way of that, because that's not going to be beneficial for him. And he will get the second harvester here, and once that goes down, there was actually a rifleman squad in it that he got from the sold off ref. Death Sentence is like, no, not happening. So Nashington, regardless of what happens, will qualify for the grand final of the tournament. And now it's up to this man over here, TiberianFuture. His opportunity has just been placed right in front of him, and now he needs to take it. He got what he needed straight away. Death Sentence is out of the game, which means if he wins this series, he can draw level with Death Sentence and force a tiebreaker. He's going for fast orcas. It doesn't matter who he kills as long as he wins. Nashington, meanwhile, is just going to, I think, as a Reaper player, a lot of people do this, they just power up on Eco because it's so easy to defend as Reaper. You got shielded harvesters, disintegrators defend a lot of stuff out early game, and Reaper's late game is monstrously bad. And this is the thing, these orcas are coming in, but they'll only get 2 kills because of the shields. And I think he realizes this now, so he's going to get 2 kills. He should have, no, he's actually empty out of ammunition here. Now, not terribly bad for Nash. I mean, he lost 2 harvesters, which is bad, but losing 3 would have been worse. He can recover. He's got shard launchers. That shouldn't happen again. Supernova isn't in, obviously, the greatest condition because he did rush, Death Sentence. If he was smart, he would probably just send an outpost, to Death Sentence main, even put it behind here, and just use that as his first expansion. It wouldn't even be necessary. It would be defended because of its isolation. No one would know it's there. Everyone knows Death Sentence is dead. No one would know it would be there, so he wouldn't have to defend it. And Nash, of course, on the other side of the map here, that Orca Strike will come in. It will damage the drone platform. Not sure why he was targeting that. Maybe he plans to snipe that later on. We got the Orcas rolling around the side here. Now they can escape over the wall, which is very nice. Actually, I'm wondering if you can actually deploy a surveyor over that wall. That would be pretty intense. Is he going to have enough ammunition to destroy that? He will get another 2 harvesters, which is nice. Oh, they're bulked. Oh man, he lost. Oh, he loses all of his Orcas, which was bad. In total, they killed 4 harvesters, which was worth it. Even if you can kill 1 harvester, trading 1 harvester per orca is definitely a great, fantastic trade. Not only are harvesters more expensive, but that's time that you're not receiving Tiberium. So you've got to look at the downtime of economy here. Meanwhile, Supernova is actually coming over here. He does spot this base. He's not going to commit. He doesn't really have enough, does he? I mean, the tower spam could be real. He doesn't have a tower queued, but of course he doesn't know that. So no APM on the way. One basing it very heavily, this TiberianFuture is. He's got his spike secured. Supernova has double spike, by the way, so there you go. He will be looking to expand, I believe. Is he fast-teching? He's still going for disintegrators. He's just sending them out to the right-hand side. Again, Nash probably wouldn't want to go late game versus this Traveler player. That would be pretty nasty. Just because if you tripod spam, you're just going to force out cultists, and even if you try to shard spam, the cultists are just going to take tons of crap and run off, and you're going to have to kill your own units. It's just a nightmare. Titans are here. Nashington doesn't actually have any disintegrators out yet. He's trying to force heal the shielded harvesters with his corruptors, which is a nice move, but doesn't have the DPS. Now he's actually going to target the corruptors down. He's actually going to fall back here. He needs some type of gun type weaponry to clean up these disintegrators. He will forego this Titan here for sure. That Titan is history, but look at this. Supernova is going to blindside Stephen Donald Nashington. Oh, he's going to get the tier 2. Was he going for a tier 3? I'm not even sure. He doesn't appear to have a tier 3, but he will destroy the tier 2, which means Nashington is tier 1 right now, and he's trying to put down a buzzer hive. He snipes that power plant, and that's his power. Oh my god, Nash has no power. He's got no power. This base is totally in trouble, and he spent all his money on plasma missile batteries because of what TiberianFuture was doing. Oh my god, this is fantastic for TiberianFuture. This is amazing for him. It is amazing. Got to watch out for that one there. Nashington is taking a pretty big beating right now. He is taking quite a beating. Scan comes down, sees there is AA weapons there, and there is power for them, so he's not going to be enjoying that. But Supernova now stabbing Nash in the back, and that's what TiberianFuture would want. And now these harvesters, there's no defense for these harvesters. They're out in the open. He only needs... Oh, he didn't actually finish it off. Oh my god, that could have been critical. And now he's going to fire at this harvester. Oh, he bolts up. You got to watch that. You got to watch out for that. He could even micro this one Orca. No, it's actually going to die. Unfortunately, not getting that harvested. That would have been great if he did. Ravagers come in. Oh my god, he uses Tiberium Agitation. What is Supernova doing? He is going crazy, this guy. Oh, he agitates the other one as well. He's actually going to go for it. I think, is he just going to attack it? I don't think he has the DPS. He forces the sell-off there. Nash might have thought there was still Tiberium Agitation left, but he actually forced out both the refineries here from Nashington. Oh my god, he's been just like... This is just insane. Ravagers are out on the map, and there's Wolverines here now, which is going to be a problem, but they are actually going to get overwhelmed. Yeah, there's too many Disintegrators here. The Ravagers are unbelievably fast. Look how fast they are. They're an incredibly quick unit. They're quicker than Disintegrators, that's for sure. They move at lightning speed. They're going to come down here, and they're probably going to agitate this one as well, or they actually run straight into that one there. They will agitate, and they will get the refinery. Oh, Nash in so much trouble here. He needs to watch out. They're actually going to destroy Harvest. This is crazy. They actually have the ability to do that. They even get an upgrade, actually not for Traveler, but for the other guys get Blue Shard as well. But unfortunately, he's actually going to make his getaway here. They do take a while to fire their regular weapon, which is like a Shard Blast, which can do a decent amount of damage. But Buzzer Hive's so ineffective against them because they're just so fast. They can just run away, get heal on the Tiberium there. They are an expensive unit, I believe. They're over $1,000, aren't they? No, not TiberianFuture. We want Super Duper Ultra Mega Nova. They're $1,200 each. These things are expensive, and they die really quickly to weapons like that have. And he could actually Tiberium agitate the Corruptors, but he will Tiberium agitate another refinery. He gets it, and he gets out of there. Nashington is spending all of his time and his money rebuilding refineries, and TiberianFuture has expanded now. He's been allowed to expand. And Supernova's just one basing it here. He's all heavy one base. He's got 4 portals. This is insane. I guess he does not really care. He's just doing this super cheese Ravager attack, which you never see happen. Of course, they do have that ability, which makes them good. You know, obviously the price isn't there, but oh, he's actually going to get another sniper. He gets another sniper. That's crazy. That is crazy. Nashington must be so mad right now. He's got no refineries. He has to sell his main base. He can't recover. He's desperately selling all of his structures to get some money. He has a spike to his name, but there you go, selling off everything, realizing he's in so much trouble now. He's still got these plasma missile batteries here, but TiberianFuture, he's got Firehawks, oh man, and a tier 1 Reaper player with basically no infrastructure. There's not a lot left that he can do. Supernova now is still continuing to target him. This could even be purposely, he could even purposely be doing this to allow TiberianFuture to succeed, because you know what, Supernova doesn't care. He doesn't care what happens in this game. He's probably just going to do it, cause as much problems as possible, and I say that in a good way. He's just like, hey, I can't qualify, so let's really give these other guys, let's work them over. Fireworks come in, not necessary to bomb that, but Tiberium agitation, so obviously they're not really working together if they're doing that, but nonetheless, I guess Supernova just wants to kill Nash because he's probably a bigger prize than TiberianFuture if you think about it. These guys will actually be able to kill these Disintegrators very easily. He could use Tiberium agitation on the Devourer tank, and it would just explode straight away because it's full of Tiberium, so that's what that does. If we have a look here, any structure or units, and look at that, he just completely blew it to pieces, and there's like dust and smoke everywhere, so that's pretty cool to watch. He can do that to Corruptors as well. Any unit or structure that contains Tiberium, so detonates Tiberium contained with any structure or unit, so there's Mammoth tanks here, which he's like, hey, I'm just going to avoid these, and Nash can fight them. That's not going to go down well here. I think he's just going to look at that, he actually killed that Shardwalker. They do take a moment to fire. Meanwhile, he's got some APM towers over there, long range mining. He will kill the remainder of this, but these Mammoth tanks, what can Nash do? He's trying to get out a refinery, but he's relying on what do you call it, spike money, and that wasn't going to work. So TiberianFuture versus Supernova now, so TiberianFuture just needs to close this out, and he wins this series. He's got a lot of refs down. He's long range mining there as well. He's got APMO, and I don't even think Supernova bothered to expand. He's got a bunch of cultists because he sees Mammoth tanks, so we're going to want to see Hammerheads. Remember, these Ravagers can't fire at aircraft, so they will actually be destroyed, or Hammerheads will hard counters, but Supernova just surrenders. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. The job is done now. Even if he won, I mean, actually, if he won, he could have forced TiberianFuture out of the game, but obviously not going to be the case. I'm not sure if TiberianFuture begged and pleaded to him in the chat, but hey, there's no rules about that. So Death Sentence and TiberianFuture are now level on points, so that makes things quite interesting. So the final tally is Nash has 6 points, Death Sentence and TiberianFuture have 5, so they tie for second. Supernova ended up with 2 points, so at least everyone got points. Now, there's a tiebreaker. I've got it here. I'm going to have a look at it, so if you don't want to know who wins that, if you want to watch it yourself, just switch the video off now. Otherwise, I'm going to look at it now, so let's have a look here. So TiberianFuture played Death Sentence in a shootout match, so just 1v1. And it looks like, oh man, Death Sentence did defeat him. So unfortunately for TiberianFuture, the miracle mission there was successful, but he just couldn't head Death Sentence in the 1v1, which is unfortunate. So that means both Death Sentence and Stephen Donald Nashington will go through to the grand final of the series here. They will meet 2 other players, and I'll definitely cast the grand final, so stay tuned. The grand finals will be on my channel as soon as possible. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this series. I'm Green Zero. Catch you all in the next video.